classrooms. So for that, I would request everyone to once again welcome Ms. Niharika Saxena. She has led innovative educational product development and strategic learning solutions for schools across India. Apart from that, she is also renowned for transforming educators' life through professional development and academic support. Once again, we welcome Ms. Niharika Saxena. Ma'am, can you please share your screen?
Yeah, I'll start. Just give me a minute. I hope it's visible.
Yes, Niharika, ma'am, it's visible and you're audible too.
Thank you so much, Sukanya ma'am. Thank you so much. And good afternoon and welcome to today's session. Before I start the session, I request all the teachers to carry one pen and paper with you. I know it's a webinar, I know you all are on your devices and it's very quick, but if you can quickly just get up and arrange one pen and paper for you, and then we'll go ahead with the session. So I will wait one more minute. Please gather a paper, a pen, any type of paper, any type of pen that you would like. A pencil will also work. So be quick. Please bring pencils, pens, whatever you can. I'll wait for 1 minute. And also, I'll request if you can turn on your videos because we will be showing each other something. I would like your videos to be on. Since we are many of us, we'll do most of the interaction through chats. But yes, I would like to see your lovely faces. Even if you're sitting at your home wearing whatever you want, it's fine. It's just let's look at each other. Let's face. I am the only one with the camera on. It's looking very odd. Please, I want to see your faces. Thank you so much for all who have turned on the cameras. If the cameras are still off, please turn them on. And now I can see wonderful teachers, wonderful faces. So I welcome again today's session. And yes, the session is about mastering soft skills in the classroom. So yes, you do teach some of certain soft skills to your students and everything, but this session is majorly about how you will, for the soft skills here are for you. How you will inculcate these soft skills in you, then in the students, how you will add them to the curriculum. So without wasting any time, what do you think what the soft skills are? So I will not show the definition first. Please use the chat box and let me know as per you what are the soft skills. Anything that comes to your mind. I am waiting for the answer so that we can go ahead. Communication. Yes, great. Thank you. So communicate. Ma'am, you might need to turn on your volume once because I believe I am audible to all of. Yeah, the way we communicate, empathy, yes. Interaction, great. So communication, interaction, teamwork, right? Analytical thinking, controlling the classroom, right? Aptitudes and attitudes, teamwork, great. Okay, so flashcards are not a soft skill. It's a thing that you use in your classroom. So the flashcards is a material that you say. So soft skills, critical thinking, communication, yes, great. So you all have a little bit idea of what the soft skills are. Now these are the name that you're giving me. Now actually what are the soft skills? So soft skills usually refer to the non-technical skills, and these are, so remember the word, these are the non-technical skills. So these includes your ability to communicate, your ability as a leader, collaboration, the teamwork. Again, self-awareness is also a soft skill, and we lack that at times. That self-awareness is something. Empathy, emotional intelligence. So these are not all the soft skills. Again, I'm saying these are some of the soft skills, but these are the non-technical abilities. So any person who has these abilities have the soft skills in them. So not a very definition, because you cannot define. Yes, I also understanding the Susan thoughts. This is also one of the soft skills, that how you communicate to your student, how you communicate to your peers and everything. Now, before, now the point is fine. There are soft skills, but why do we need it now? All of us can communicate. You have been into teaching for so long. Even when you look at the child, you can understand how he or she is feeling. So there must be times where you think that why? Why do you need soft skills? The soft skills are something that matter almost every other time. And as a, like when we were studying, we were more focused on, writing beautifully. We never thought of like, why are you not emotionally available? Why are we not empathetic? What about the sympathy? Everything. So we had a lot of competition. We used to not communicate. We used to hide things. But we need to develop the soft skills. So the idea is that for long-term success, you need the soft skills. If you can see that 85% of long-term teaching success hinges on soft skills and not solely subject knowledge. So you must remember some of your teachers. You do not remember them because they were very good in the yes, they were good what they used to teach, but you also had a connection with them, that this teacher was very nice to us, that teacher was very empathetic. So that's how, for long term success, for building trust and engagement. So you are talking to a student should feel that there should be a trust, there should be a supportive classroom culture, and to adapt and to thrive. We all know how the landscape is changing. We all know, we can see the difference when we were the students, then you started teaching. Some of you have been teaching from so long, it's been decades. But you see, there is so much that has changed. So to adapt that, now it is the punishments you just cannot punish. But how will you rectify? How will you check on the student? Maybe by communicating in a different way, checking on them, being sympathetic to them, being empathetic to understanding their backgrounds. So these are all the things. So for long-term success, for building trust and engagement within your classroom and outside your classroom, and to adapt and thrive in the landscape. So these are, again, I will say, these are the certain points. There can be multiple points that why do you need it now? Okay, so just one request with everybody. Since we are short in time with the 1 hour on the session, we will have last 5 minutes. So we'll talk about the certificates and the everything. Currently, let's just focus on the webinar right now. One request. Okay. So now I asked you to keep a paper and pen with you. Right. You must be thinking it's a webinar. Why do you need it? I want you to do an activity. So this is an activity on your screen. I am giving you 3 minutes to do. In my phone it's 4:13. Till you have time till 4:16. Please start doing the activity. It's visible to all of you. Do that. And okay, when you have to, if it says that if you have to call out the name, instead of calling out your name, you can simply write it. If it says call out, you can show me a thumbs up if your camera is on, or you can write it in the chat box. Please start with the activity. This is the activity on your screens. Please do that. For people whose cameras are off, I'm not sure whether you are doing it or not. But it would be great if you can do. I can see some teachers writing it. That's great. So again, it's like a classroom involvement. It's an engagement that you want in your classroom. So same, an engagement or an involvement is required while doing this webinar. Okay, great. Thank you for showing the thumbs up. So these are 13 points. Be very careful about it. I can see a lot of thumbs up. Great. Great. Do not tell the answers, please. Do not do that. For those who got it, that's great.
So, Niharika ma'am, I was the first one to solve that paper. Will I get some chocolate or something from
Yeah,
you?
I will courier it to you. Do not worry.
Thank you so much.
So for those who have cracked the code, you can see how many have are still doing it. So okay, we still have 2 minutes. It's fine. We have 1 minute actually. We just have 1 minute to do so. Great. Okay. Okay. Nice. We are still at 4:15. I'm waiting for 1 more minute. Yes. Yes. Okay. I can see a wonderful participation. Thank you so much for this. Multiple dance. Great. Great. Nice. Okay. Okay. So now the time is up. The time is up, and some of you did crack the code, most of you didn't. The first thing what it says is read everything before doing it, right? That's what it says. That you were supposed to read all the points before starting it. But what we did, we looked at that, okay, we just have 13, we have 3 minutes to do so. Great. For those who have just written the name, great. So the idea is that I gave you 3 minutes, which was a time bound activity. You looked at the screen, you thought, oh, there are 13 points, 3 minutes, it's very less. And you started doing it. But you were only supposed to do first 2 points because the last point says, now that you have finished reading carefully, do only sentences 1 and 2. Now, this is what happens when a child looks at the question paper, feels overwhelmed, and they just lose at it. They just start doing it. And what do we tell them? You need to be good in time management. Why did you read the question paper carefully? Why did you do that? आपने ये नहीं पढ़ा, आपने वो नहीं पढ़ा. We do that. But if you see, all of us, most of us, who all written down and showed me the thumbs up, we did not do it. So, time management is also one of the soft skills that is very important. So, I wanted to just started with a very you can do this activity. I would have added certain mathematical numbers when I do it. I also instead of writing 13 points, it would have been 20 points as well. But the time limit was only 3 minutes because to do 1 and 2 point, it takes you only seconds. So this activity teaches you the time management. Now, moving ahead, I hope you enjoyed the activity. So now, moving ahead, what is the significance of soft skills in teaching? Why do you need it, right? So I'll tell you, we'll start first to collaborate with colleagues. You are sitting in staff room, you are talking to your principal, you have certain queries about something, you just want to discuss, you have a very different idea about something. How will you do it? You need to communicate well. You do communicate, but if you're an old teacher, it's fine. You can communicate in a great manner. But what if you're new? All the teachers have a much more experience, have much more idea about how to do something. But how will you question being a new person in the entire standing somewhere? Or maybe you got a chance, you have ideas. There is a event happening in your school and you have ideas, but you do not communicate. You don't know how to do that. You are not good at collaboration. How will you do that? You have to start learning with it. Start talking. Start putting your ideas. Start. Do not talk to mirror. First thing. We always guide students that why don't you stand in front of mirror and start talking. That's not the way. That's not how you learn it. Because there is no feedback, right? I am talking to a mirror. I am talking the way I want to do that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong because there is no feedback. So you start collaborating with your peers. Pick a teacher, anybody, but start talking. Start taking help. So, this is the first thing that your soft skills are required in your classroom to collaborate with colleagues, to collaborate with every person or any person in your system, not only in your school system, also house. You're going to places, you're taking your students somewhere, they're going for an event in another school. You need it. You need those communication. You need the collaboration. You also need the time management. Then the next thing that you have is building rapport with students. Now, when I say building rapport with students, you should be open. Okay, you want to be strict? That's good. It's the need of the hour. Discipline is the need of the hour. It is very important in this classroom. But you also should be approachable to the students. If you are teaching any type of subject, so a student should know that even if you are strict for them. It's for their goodwill. So if they have any query, they should be okay. They should be confident to come to you and ask. Instead of second guessing themselves, instead of they discussing with each other and coming to a blunder, it's better that they come to you and talk. You always do that in your classroom that if you have a question, come and ask me, right? If you have anything, why don't you come and ask me? But you must have seen that some of the teachers are very approachable. Some of the students just come, go, and they talk to them and everything. While some of other strict ones, that the students do not approach them, especially the younger ones. So to build that rapport, as the students grow from grade 1 to 8 to 12, they start building rapport with their teachers. But for the strict ones, the younger ones are scared. We don't want them to be scared. We want them to love you. We want them to understand that whatever happens in a classroom is for their own good. So, to build the rapport in the students, you also, again, first thing is communicate. Start talking to them. Show the empathy. Do that. So, building rapport with students. Then, engaging with parents. One of the very important part that I believe you do it all the time. And you always dread about that PTM that happens. Reason? That half of the time parents don't know what is going in the classroom. Half of the times parents are only there to come up that, ma'am, no, it's your fault. My kid is not studying, it's your fault. Now how will you engage with parents? You also know that you also know the answer to those questions, right? But you have to be polite. You don't have to like point out things. You need to communicate in a way that you are putting your point and the parent in front of you is understanding your point. Also, you get parents from various levels, if you can say that. Some people do understand, some people are very much into the students, but some people push their kids otherwise, like, you have to do it. And you understand that what a problem the child is facing in their classrooms. How to come up with that? How will you tell the parent? If you tell them, no, you are doing this wrong, they will not feel happy about it. They will literally get up and say that Falani teacher and this sir was this. They will go and complain about you. So you need to communicate for the goodwill of students. Again, whatever we are doing in a school system, we are doing it for students. So to engage with parents again, you have to think about it. That how softly, how you will put out something, how will you tell them something. So again, being soft but strict about the point, being straightforward about the point that this is what your child is supposed to do, or this is something that you have to stop doing, or this is something that school is doing and it is for your good, or your elder kid wants to go in certain type of career because they are good at it. You also face the issues that, no, my kid will not be an artist, I want them to be an engineer, but you understand that there is no future of him or her as an engineer but as an artist. How will you communicate that? So you need to find those ways that, okay, whatever I am talking or whatever you are talking is all about the kid. So being soft is again very important. Soft skills. How will you do that? How will you communicate that? So these soft skills you will be inculcating in yourself first and then in the students. Moving there, what are the essential soft skills in your classroom? There are multiple soft skills. We have 7, 10, 17, n number of soft skills. But not all soft skills are applicable everywhere. So, what are the essential soft skills? Now, if you see, I've put in an image of a teacher and a child, right? Now, what is she doing? She's just talking. There is a touch that she's just hand on the child. It's maybe nothing. They are just sitting together, sharing a moment. Nothing else, no judgment. Maybe the child is crying, maybe the child is happy. So it's just a calm environment in the classroom that they're going again. And this environment is very important for the pre primary teachers, even for the teachers who teach in junior grade. There are multiple issues that they have to face. And then if a teacher is teaching in a grade where there is adolescent students, they have different type of issues. So for you, you have to face all kind of issues and you have to answer them also, solve them also. So the essential soft skills in your teaching can be leadership or classroom control. You need to have that. A controlled classroom is very important. Then empathy and emotional intelligence to support students emotionally. So I have taught for few years and what I lacked was an emotional intelligence to support my students. I was teaching 8th and ninth graders and it was all girls. I later on I felt like that I am not that empathetic and I lack supporting the girls emotionally, specifically when they are sad. If a student is happy, it is very easy to support them. But if a student is sad, heartbroken, crying, you will find it difficult. Most of us find it difficult to come up with a solution because at times they don't want the solution. What they want is somebody to listen to them. And you do not have time, and we know that. 45 minutes classroom, 40 students, you have to teach, but you also have to support the child who is sitting at the back, maybe crying, maybe heartbroken, maybe sad. Because if somebody is laughing, you will say, oh, why don't you share the joke? And all of us will laugh. But if somebody is crying, you try to take them individually and talk. But we do find it a little difficult to do it. So we need to develop that emotional intelligence to support the students emotionally. Then flexibility and adaptability to handle the classroom challenges. Classroom is somewhere where the challenges never come, like they can be anytime. The troubles, they knock the door every other day. And most of the time your challenges are unpredictable. You don't even know that, oh, this can also happen, but it happens. So you need to be flexible that, okay, maybe you thought it's an important topic and I have to finish it today. To Monday onwards the exams are starting, but there is something going on in a classroom. There is a fight. Half of the classroom is divided. You cannot teach. So you need to be a little flexible about it because one thing, you can literally shout at them, they will sit and they will start studying. But there will be a loss. They will not be listening to you. You might be telling, you might be teaching, but they will not be listening to you because they are in their own world that time. So what you need? You need flexibility. You need the adaptability for handling those challenges that come. And then the first part where we did that thing of 13 points was your time management. So you need the time management to ensure efficient coverage of subject matter. Because, okay, you are a wonderful teacher, you are empathetic, you listen to your students, you connect to your students. But at the end of the day, you will be asked whether the subject has been covered or not, or why there is a delay in the teaching. You will be asked that. So you need to have that time management as well. And I understand it's very difficult to keep all of these things in the classroom because, again, we are not robots. We do not have the settings to be just put in. We are human. But as we practice, so the practice, if I say, you are so good in your teaching that if I tell you that, okay, you have to take this topic today and you're a math teacher and you know how to do it because that is your practice. So, the more we practice the soft skills, the more it is easier for you to inculcate in your classroom. I am again saying not daily, but once in a while, start doing that. You need that in your classroom. Okay. I said, okay, what are soft skills? What are the key soft skills that are needed? Everything. But How to do that? Everybody says this is a soft skill, that is a soft skill, but how do you acquire that? That's the question. That is the point, that you need to learn how to do it. So, to acquire soft skills, there are only three steps that I prefer. First is planning and prioritizing. The second part is assessing. And the third part is practicing. Now, when I say planning and prioritizing, how will you do that? I'll come to this later. Okay. How will you do that? You need to see what are the soft skills that you want in yourself. I am not saying we lack. We do have soft skills. Maybe for you, your communication is so good that don't need to practice it anymore. So, first plan and prioritize that what is the soft skill that you require most. Second, assess yourself. So, there is a personality test. Take a personality test and you will get to know what type of person you are, and practice. Practice makes everyone perfect. Not man, not woman, not student. My thing is, practice makes everyone perfect. So, again, we don't aim to be perfect, but we want to practice. We try to be perfect for our students. Everything that we do in the classroom is for them. You change your emotions, you enter in your classroom, maybe you are very sad, but again you just change that face, you quickly be a happy person and you enter in your classroom. So again, okay, so now how do you acquire that? I said we'll plan and prioritize, but how do you acquire it? So prioritize your empathy and emotional intelligence. So I'm giving certain examples on how to do it. You have empathy and emotional intelligence as the first topic. Now if you move it, कैसे करेंगे? Why do you need it? Okay. So the teachers who display empathy encourage a classroom culture where students feel valued and supported, contributing to their sense of safety and belong. अब why do you need it? जरूरत क्या है? जब आप when you show an empathy in your classroom, the students are feeling valued. That okay, the teacher is listening to me. The teacher is supporting me. At the end, a student will feel sense, a safety and belonging, that okay, मैम सुनती हैं या सर सुनते हैं, which means उससे क्या हो रहा है, बच्चे एटलीस्ट बिलोंग कर रहे हैं, they feel like okay, if I have an issue, ma'am or sir will listen to me. And it goes beyond understanding the students feelings, it also involves active listening, that okay, whatever there's a conversation going on, listen to it. Then also look at them. What's the perspective? If you're telling them something, or just tell them your perspective. आप क्या सोचते हो? And if there is a conflict, I think I am not being biased about it, but मैंने जितना observe किया, the teachers who teach girls do not have to have that much of a conflict, but the teachers who teach boys have to have a lot of conflict resolution, specifically for the senior graders when there is a physical conflict resolution required. So what you need to do is listen to them. वो क्या बोल रहे हैं सुनिए. Conflict किस चीज को लेके है? Listen to that point. Be respectful. There is a conflict, which means there will be two point of views. Listen to both of the point of views. दोनों तरफ की बातें सुनिए. Be respectful on what they are saying. Be kind, and then come up with the answer. So that's how you do it. इस तरीके से करेंगे. Moving to next, flexibility and adaptability. Very important in your classroom. Changing timings. Students are changing. The way they talk are changing. The way the parents talk, that's changing. बहुत चीजें बदल गई हैं. So you need to be very flexible about it. Okay. Many things are still not allowed. It's fine. Many things you need to adapt. One of the things that you need to now adapt is these kids, ये बच्चे, these kids are very smart. They know a lot of things. They are too much into social media. And they have so much of information overload कि इन्हें नहीं पता where to filter and what to filter. So you need to be again flexible about listening to what thoughts they are telling you and answering them. You might be teaching a topic on history or maybe something about social, and they will start talking about the current scenario. So again, you might be thinking about certain other type of party. The students are supporting other party because that's what they listen at home. So you need to be flexible about it. Talk to them. see what they are telling you, and adapt to what they are doing. Then, time management and organization again. Shorten time, too much things to do. You have to teach them, you have to assess them, you have to make a lesson plan, you have to take your extra classes. अगर students को कुछ नहीं समझ में आता, so you need to tell them again. There's a revision, then there's a upcoming competition, there's a sports going, you have annual functions, you have to take your students to third party. So many things going on, but again, you have to teach. पढ़ाना तो है. If you are not teaching, what what will they tell you is, ma'am, पढ़ाया नहीं, sir पढ़ाया नहीं. How will my kid give an exam? Literally, the parent will come to you and tell, ma'am, half of the course is pending, how my child is going to study, how my child is going to give the exam. So, again, you need to have a time management. Now, how do you do it? You make lesson plans, right? You always do that. When you do that, try to keep a spare 10 minutes in every lesson plan. So, if you have 45 minutes in your classroom, lesson plan 35 minutes ka banaiye. Make it for 35 minutes. So you will have that extra 10 minutes. If you have that there, extend it. If you don't have, you will not be worried about it. So organize the topics, organize कि आप किसको कैसे कर सकते हैं. And again, there will be times, there will be external factors जहाँ पे आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. But since you're already planning ahead, it will not be that difficult for you. So try doing it. I understand sitting here is something that is difficult. समझ में आया है मुझे कि आपके लिए school are different. I am sitting at the outside and telling you, but again, just try. These are some tips and tricks that most of the coaches also give it. So do a little time management, do a little bit of organization. Now, when we were talking about these are the things that how will you prioritize and how will you plan? What are the main? Those three were very important. So I have kept them another like different. That you need to prioritize those three. That's very important. But again, there are multiple more skills that you needed. So your communication is something that is very important. Your teamwork, problem solving, that's you do it every day. Adaptability, we just talked. Time management, leadership. Now, when you say leadership, you might be looking at how for your growth as well, right? Leadership, these are also just not important in your daily teaching or your daily life. This is also for your growth. Everybody wants to grow. So these are things, these are the soft skills. You need hard skills, you do have that. You also need the soft skills to grow. So these are the soft skills. Now what you need to do is, it's not like line wise that you have to do this, that. No. Look at these soft skills and think what is one soft skill that you need to prioritize most. Like for me, if I have to look all of it, I will be prioritizing emotional intelligence, right? I would like if you can tell me, some of you can tell me what is the very important, if you look at your screen, what is the first soft skill that you would like to prioritize tomorrow onwards? Because today it's almost done. So tomorrow onwards, वैसे तो if you say काल करे सो आज करे सो कल, but आज कर वाला. So we need to do it today. But why? What is that one soft skill that you would like to prioritize if you can tell me? Time management, communication, great. Yeah. Emotional intelligence, yeah. If there is any other soft skill that you think that you want to add, do that. I chose those seven soft skills that I felt will be very useful in your daily teaching as well as for your future. I picked up those soft skills. But if you think there are more soft skills that are required, I see that's too much of communication. Great. Team management, time management, team activities. Yes, teamwork. Resilience. Yeah, I haven't added it. Okay, resilience. So when I say prioritizing it, it's also not that we are going to leave the other ones behind. No, we're not doing it. We are going to inculcate all those soft skills. We're not leaving any soft skill behind, but we should know where to start from. It's a thing that You know a problem, you know the answer. आपको प्रॉब्लम पता होती है, आपको आंसर पता होता है, बट ट्रिक वो होती है कि आपको पहला स्टेप कहाँ से लेना है. दैट फर्स्ट स्टेप इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So what we are doing right now is coming up with the first step that you want to take as a first step. My first step is emotional intelligence. Okay, some of the first steps is counseling and guiding. Good. Face reading. Okay. Patience listener. Great. Yeah, most of us again. Yeah, this is also one of the soft skill that we lack is listening something patiently. We listen to the we hear the question and we just start coming up with the answers. We don't listen to listen it. That's also one of the great. Thank you, Neelam ma'am. That's one of the soft skill I think I am going to add next time. And yes, I can see another soft skill that most of you are looking at is observing the classroom, understanding what the faces are. Yes, body language. This is again looking. किसी को देख के ये समझना how he or she is feeling is again important and it's very tricky. Some kids are very good at it, especially the senior ones. They are very good at not showing what they feel like. So, yes, body languages, face impression, that's the same. That how will you observe that if the 40 students are sitting in your classroom, which one is okay and which one is not? So, yeah, that's again a very important soft skill. So, I can see that most of you know what type of which soft skill do you want to plan and prioritize. So, prioritize it. Prioritize these soft skills and start with, again, you don't need a lot of training on it. What you need is more of the observation. You know that you lack on listening. You do know that whenever somebody is talking to you, you start coming with an answer. So when this thing happens, you are conscious about it. Try start again to learn soft skills. One thing is great that start being conscious about it. सोच के देखिए कि जब आप सुन रहे हैं, make yourself या just mark it somewhere, just do it for you. That if you're listening to somebody and you feel like answer, no, 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 I know the answer. Yeah, we know the answer. Wait. Wait for the person to tell the problem. There are times all that a child wants is somebody to listen to them. Because if they are putting up with a question and the parents will do the same. Okay, this is that. It's just a dismissal that they do. We don't want that. We don't want the dismissal of child. We want them to say कि हाँ हम सुन रहे हैं. Attachment with everyone. Mandeep ma'am, it's again very difficult because every year your students changes. So I feel like कि थोड़ा सा for people who are like emotional, it gets a little difficult. So yeah, I understand. Thank you so much for these wonderful answers. I am going to pick some of the soft skills for my whenever my next webinar is. So moving to next. Now I said that we also need to assess. So you have prioritized it. Up, I want you to take a test if you can. It's very small test. If some of you, all of you are on your devices, all of yours internet is working fine. I can see. So there are two things that you can do. There's a test named as 16 personalities, or simply go to insightquiz.com and it will tell you the exact answer. I will also do it. So, or maybe you can do it after the session overs. What I'll do, let me just show you how to do it. I am going to take one of the personality tests. So it is, I'll show you. Let me just share my screen with you. Yeah, we are here. So what you need to do is put 16 personalities test. It is a little bit lengthy. It's not very small. But I am just showing you, you will get the idea. So you have to simply click on take the test. If you see it's a 10 minutes test. And since we are running short of time, I am not going to do the entire test. But yes, how to do it is, I believe all of you can see the screen. You can do it if you want to do it together. If you want to do it with me, great. If you don't, just look at it how you will do it. So this is the question. These are certain questions. You simply need to mark agree, disagree, or whatever. If you're not, so this is like strongly agree. I'll say not very much. Then you will move to the next question. You will read the question. You will simply put agree and disagree, whatever you want. And Be very clear about it. Be honest while you're answering. If you're not sure about something, don't do it. Just put it here. If you're not agreed on anything, do it very honestly, because this personality test is for you. This is not for anyone else. So this is a personality test. It will take 10 minutes because it has multiple questions. And again, the personality cannot be judged that quickly. So it is a 16 personality test. Other than that, the other one test that I was saying is your insight quiz. I'll take you there as well. So this is one of the tests. The other one is the insight quiz. These are all available. You can, it's free. You don't have to pay it or anything. That is why I'm showing you insight quiz. Okay, I'm so sorry. Wait, I just pick up the exact. So it's insight-quiz.com. So let me do it for you. So we have, and these are again some of them. It's not every, there are multiple tests that are available. So there are multiple insight quiz that you can take, and it will tell you your personality. So these are the personalities. Other than that, if you don't want to take this, it's not like, not saying that you have to do it and it's mandatory or anything. If you don't want to do it, if you don't have time to do it, what you can do is you can talk to your peers, talk to your family, and they will also give you an insight on how as a person you are. Okay, you will get to know how as a person you are. So you have to assess yourself. So you have planned that, okay, this is your prioritize what type of what soft skill that you require. The next part is you need to assess. Then after assessing, what will happen, you will also see that you will get a personality, and it will be very different that you think about. You will be answering certain questions instead of 10 minutes, please take 15-20 minutes, but answer honestly. And then next would be practice. How will you practice, right? These are the practice things that you can do. Communicate and work with others. Okay. So, baat kariye, काम करिए. Even if you're sitting alone, do that. Do not sit alone. Find a person, find a friend, find a family person, anyone you feel like. Talk to them and start working with them. Second is pointers like you need to start making decisions. Okay? Decisions as in, okay, teachers, one more again, since we are running short of time, we will be talking, I will be taking a certificate related queries. Just give me 5 more minutes and we'll go ahead. I would like the chats currently related to the questions with the webinar. Okay. So if you have any questions related to webinar, please put it here. If not, we will be talking about it. I will be taking your queries in last 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay. So make decisions. Up for decisions, start taking decisions for your classroom. And if you're like worried, there are times we also feel like what to wear, right? That is also a decision. We feel like, should I wear this? Should I wear that? If you stay alone, it's not a problem. But if you stay in a family, you start asking them that, should I wear this? Should I wear that? And then you will be like, oh no, I like this color more. Oh no, I like this thing more. That's your decision making that you're lacking. Do it. Start taking decisions at a small pace as well. You want to go out, you want to have dinner with your family. Where do you want to go? Start putting that. That's how you make decisions. I am not saying just start making decisions. Ki, I will change the world. You are changing the world. You're already doing that. Start with these small steps. Very small. Which color do I like? What should I want to do? Where do I want to wear? Do I want to go somewhere today? Family is going. Do I want to be there? If I don't want to be there, I'm not going. That's how the decisions starts. Then time management. Again, if you're very good at time management and somebody you're lacking because of some other person, communicate. You as a teacher likes to be in the class. If your class starts at 9, if as a teacher you want to go at 8:55, go. Your peer does not want to go at 9:05, please, you can go. Or maybe just communicate with them that I like being on time. If you don't want to come on time, please don't. But I will go. So there are things that you face about that, okay, this is my colleague, or maybe what the principal sir or the management will say, don't. If he or she is not thinking about you and you are good at time management, stick to that. Then organize your schedule by creating a timetable. Timetable. Now, what when I say timetable, what does it reminds me? For all the kids, whenever there's an exam, even if you're teaching or your own kids, they always create a timetable to study. You'll ask them, what are you doing? Oh, I'm creating a very wonderful, beautiful timetable to study. So they know how to create a timetable, but they don't follow it. So what you need to learn from them is create a beautiful timetable for yourself, organize it, make a schedule and follow it. Once you start doing it, you will see the change. I want to get up at 6 a.m. I want to sit in my balcony and have a cup of tea. Put it in your schedule. I want to sleep at 10 p.m. no matter what. Put it in your schedule and start following it. So these are the very small habits that you will start and you will see that it's again a practice. No, it's a practice. So that's how you develop. And then the part is stay calm in the situation. I understand it's very difficult. Something happens and staying calm is the last thing that we do. We broke something, oh my god. But it's okay, fine. There's a recent meme going on, I think so. I if you have seen or not, that बच्चे ने चाय गिरा दी है and he or she is worried कि बाबा चाय गिर गई है. अब क्या होगा? It's fine, कुछ नहीं होगा. Take a mop and just पोंछ दो ना उसको. Cup टूट गया, it's okay. Take a broom and put it side. But the kids start crying, we start worrying. So I know it's a very stressful situation, but yes, try being calm. Very difficult. Okay, do the yoga. If you can, great. Count to 1 to 10, do that. But yes, try doing it. Helping and caring for people. Very important. That's how you collaborate. Care for them. Like, listen to them. Not only your students, your colleagues, what they're saying. Help them. You have made a beautiful lesson plan. You have made a beautiful schedule and you feel very confident following it. So now what do you do? Give it to your friends. It's done. We are done from the age of competition. There is no more competition. You are at the age, you are at the stage where students look up to you. So, what you are doing is you're also telling them that that's how you do it. If you will model a behavior, that's they will reciprocate. You need to do that. Then, problem solving. The same thing. If you're calm in a stressful situation, you always solve a problem. Same thing that we did. चाय गिर गई, कप टूट गया. What you did? आपने पोछा मार दिया या आपने झाड़ू मार दी तो आपने प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व कर दिया बट आपने क्या किया पहले आपने सोचा ओ माय गॉड व्हाट दिस हैपेंड बी काम and solve the problem. You always do that, but we always try to create a mess in our heads before that. We are running late. Why don't we run this and that? No. Okay, stay calm. If there is a problem, if you are late, you were late because you have not managed your time carefully. So for next time, please manage that time carefully. That is what is again important. Now, integrating soft skills. Now, I'm going to run a little bit because I think so we're very behind. How will you do it in your daily classroom? For group works, this is a very short part. For group works, how will you inculcate the soft skills in your classroom right now? Assign the classroom something to do it. And they will start with the collaboration. Okay? Always tell them to do the group activities, be it grade 1, be it grade 10. Let them do the group activity. Let them research. Next is, okay, critical thinking with innovations and experiences. So do some experiments with them. Ask them that assess that something has happened, assess your situation near you. So you are letting them assess everything and you are developing the critical thinking in your classroom. Crisis management and time management again. When you start being calm, when you will start being problem solver, when you will be organized and you will start with the timetable, you will inculcate the same in the class, right? Whatever the subject is being taught, tell them how to manage the time. Find a solution to the problem. Create a problems by yourself. Run short of time and then tell them how to do it. Boosting students' confidence, how will you do it? Let them come talk to you. Let them go and talk to somebody else. Send them somewhere. Talk to them. Give them some certain projects where they have to go out and talk. These days, students are very confident and they communicate very well. But also start pushing them. If there is a something happening, let them participate. Even if it's in very, even if the grade is 12, let them do it. Helping in note taking and self reflection is why. How will you do it? That okay. There's one thing that we do in the corporate is minutes of meeting. So if you're teaching something or if a conversation is going, ask certain students to pick up what is important. So they will understand how to do the note taking. And once they do the note taking, they will look at whatever the notes they are doing and they'll reflect on it. That, okay, this was an important part that I missed. So they can start keeping a journal, they can start keeping a diary. Conflict resolution, let them talk. The same thing, that listen to what they are saying before giving a solution. Be respectful, be kind. When you will model these techniques, that's when they will look at it. So always, whenever you want to do something, whenever you want something in your classroom, you have to model that. Adaptability and resilience. Somebody said that she wants to develop the resilience. How will you do that? This is how you do that. So give them certain activities where they have to think flexibly, adjust the circumstances, ask them, okay, okay, you thought this will happen, but this didn't happen. You wanted this to happen, but nahi hua. It's okay, fine. It's a fine. It's a setback. Learn what you are learning from that setback. That is the point. What is something that you picked up from the setback? Nothing else. And if there's a setback, next time develop a strategy. Then then always try to provide them a task which have problem solving skills. Be it a grade one or be it, don't look at them as kids. If make it age appropriate. If there's a young kid, they will have a different type of problem solving. If it's a 12th grader, they will have a different type of problem solving. And always give them a constructed feedback. So instead of saying yes, no, good, bad, give them a feedback. Like currently, you are giving me feedback with saying a wonderful session and thank you so much. But that's a very small feedback. What else? Again, so that's how we start learning on how to give them a feedback. Not just telling them, oh, that was great. Oh, that was good. No. What all they can learn from that. What all you learn from them. What else they can learn and how they can change. For student, it is very important to give them the steps that this needs to be worked upon. So this was about inculcating the soft skills in classroom. I tried to put it more towards you for the teacher, but again, we want the same in the classes. So you need to prioritize, you need to plan first. Plan, and then you can do the same exercise with your students. Let them plan and prioritize the soft skills that they want to develop. Give them the assessments. The same assessment test that you will take, you can also ask the students to go and take that assessment. Let them talk to peers. Let them talk to you. Let them talk to parents. So, same things that you are trying to do to inculcate soft skills in you, let them do as well. Thank you so much for being wonderful listeners. I hope it was not boring. My team has provided you with the link for attendance. You can please fill your details. Ensure all the details that you are filling are fine. In case you have not received any certificate, which I can see, do not worry. We will be sharing. It is the same link. Click on it, fill the details, and we shall be providing you with the certificates. For those who have not received, do not worry. We are here. We have, if the, yes, as requested, some of you are submitting the wrong email IDs. Please be very sure the email IDs are correct. Okay? Look before submitting. देख लीजिएगा. Okay, the team will share is sharing the link again. Let me just uh, my team is sharing the link. Just give me a minute. They have shared the link with you. For those who have not received, Please put the same email ID, check your email IDs again and put it in it. Put that in the link itself. Double check it. There is no hurry. We are waiting for 5 more minutes. The link is in the chat box. Please open your chat box. Oh, okay, so some of you have not. So it takes 3 to 4 working days for us. When it is 3 to 4 working days, which means if there is a holiday, please do not count it. I'll request to do not count chutti wala दिन. It is the chutti for us and my team as well. तो 3-4 working days में हमने लिख दिया है. You will be getting it. If a percentage, if you're not getting, we'll check again and we will share it for you. Ensure that you have put your your IDs correct in the link. आप अपना आईडी प्लीज यहाँ पे शेयर मत करिए. दिस इज एन ओपन चैट. एनीबॉडी एंड एवरीबॉडी कैन सी योर आईडीज. सो प्लीज डू नॉट शेयर योर ईमेल आईडीज. आप अपना ईमेल आईडी चैट बॉक्स में मत डालिए. एनीबॉडी कैन चेक इट. आई डोंट वांट दैट टू हैपन. ये आपका एक थ्रेट हो जाता है, डेटा ब्रीच हो जाएगा ये. प्लीज डू नॉट पुट योर ईमेल आईडीज इन द चैट बॉक्स. जो लिंक है आपका प्लीज उसमें डाल दीजिए. For those who have not received the certificate, do not worry. Since you have, अगर आपने registration किया है, we also have your attendance. We will be sharing it with you. So I believe we had a session till 4 to 5, and thank you so much, everyone. You all were wonderful. I enjoyed how the answers were there, and I hope you will use all the information that was there. Again, this was not the only thing. Please go. There are multiple web content. There's too much of content on soft skills available as well. Please start studying. And yes, whatever you learned today, try putting in your class. So again, thank you so much for the kind word, teachers. Link is the same. Please use the same link for the register attendance as well, for the for your certificates. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys were wonderful too. Have a nice day. It was just so great that all of you were here. I am just putting the assessment slide. So in case you want to just check what slide are we looking at, these are your slides. These are your assessment that I would like you to take. Please do that. ये assessments बहुत interesting है. It will give you a very different insight. Please do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a really nice day. Thank you.